Charlotte was a wealthy tourist from Sweden, and Kumar Mahanandia was a poor man from India's untouchable caste. They were so different, but despite this, they fell in love. When Charlotte had to go back to Sweden, Kumar couldn't afford a plane ticket to join her. So he did something incredible. He cycled 6,000 miles across countries to be with her. But what happened after they finally reunited? And how do they and their children look today? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. Let's get started. In India, there's an old system called the caste system, which divides people into 5 main groups. It's as if you're born into a certain floor of a skyscraper, and no matter how hard you try, you're stuck there for life. If you're born on the top, you have a chance at a good life. If you're born on the bottom, life is already decided for you. Even though India's constitution outlawed caste discrimination after independence, the system has been around for over 3,000 years. That makes it hard to shake off, even in modern times. The harshest fate is reserved for those born into the untouchable caste. Their lives are often mapped out before they even take their first breath. They are expected to do the hardest, dirtiest jobs, cleaning streets, washing clothes, and face restrictions on basic rights. Many can't visit hospitals, shops, or even ride public transport, but sometimes someone breaks free from this fate. Pradyumna Kumar Mahanandia was one of those people. Born in 1949 in a small village in eastern India to a poor weaver family that spoke Odia, he was no ordinary child. From the moment he could hold a stick, he drew in the dirt. Art was his passion, his escape. But life wasn't kind to him. As an untouchable, the lowest caste in Indian society, Pradyumna had a difficult childhood. "I was treated worse than stray dogs and cattle," he recalled. "When I passed by a temple, people threw rocks at me." At school, he faced constant cruelty and discrimination, especially from upper caste students. These experiences were a harsh reminder that society did not see him as equal. Despite the challenges, Mahanandia never let go of his dream. He kept drawing, believing that art would lead him somewhere greater. When the world felt unbearable, his mother would comfort him with a prophecy told by a local witch at his birth. She had predicted he would marry a woman from a faraway land. This woman, she said, would love music, own a jungle, and be a Taurus. Hopeful, Mahanandia pursued his passion for art. He joined Visva Bharati University, but had to leave because his family couldn't afford the tuition. Undeterred, he later enrolled in the College of Art in Delhi, where his incredible talent earned him a spot, even though he was from the untouchable caste. While studying, he painted portraits to make ends meet. One of his most notable works was a portrait of Indira Gandhi. Seeking more opportunities, he got permission to set up his easel near the Holy Fountain at Connaught Place in Delhi. There, he became a street artist, sketching portraits in just 10 minutes for 10 rupees, a modest but reliable way to afford food. Then, in 1975, Mahanandia's life took an unexpected turn, one that would change everything. While sketching portraits in Connaught Place, a young blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman approached him. She wanted him to paint her portrait. As Mahanandia looked at her, his hands trembled. She was the woman from the prophecy, the one his mother had spoken of all those years ago. Gathering his courage, Mahanandia asked her some questions. "Are you a Taurus?" She smiled and said yes. "Do you own a jungle?" Again, she nodded. With every answer, Mahanandia's heart raced faster. He couldn't hold back. "You're going to be my wife," he told her with complete certainty. The woman, Charlotte von Schedvin, laughed in surprise, but didn't walk away. She was a noblewoman from Sweden, raised in a wealthy family, yet drawn to adventure and far-off lands. She had studied in London and traveled the world, but since childhood, she'd always dreamed of visiting India. Meeting a poor street artist in Delhi wasn't something Charlotte had planned, but there was something about Mahanandia, his story, his sincerity, that captured her heart. Within 3 weeks, their connection had deepened so much that she agreed to visit his home in Odisha. In his small village, surrounded by his family and community, Charlotte and Mahanandia married in a traditional tribal ceremony. But their time together was cut short. Charlotte had to return to Sweden. She invited Mahanandia to come with her and even offered him money for a plane ticket. Mahanandia, proud and determined, refused her help. For a year, they stayed connected through letters. Mahanandia longed to be with his wife, but he couldn't afford the trip. Then, he came up with a bold idea. Selling everything he owned, he bought a humble bicycle for just 60 rupees. In January 1977, Mahanandia set out on an extraordinary journey. He decided to cycle to Sweden, following the famous hippie trail that adventurers from Europe had once used to reach India. Over nearly 5 months, Mahanandia pedaled through Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, and Turkey, crossing deserts and mountains. Along the way, he painted portraits of people to earn enough for food and shelter. By May 1977, after months of determination and hardship, Mahanandia finally arrived in Sweden, where he was reunited with Charlotte. The moment they met, it felt like a dream come true. Their love story, once so distant, was now a reality. The poor Indian artist and the wealthy Swedish woman were legally married in Sweden, and Charlotte helped Mahanandia begin a new life in her home country. But, like any new beginning, there were challenges. Mahanandia was unfamiliar with European culture, and Charlotte's parents were shocked when they met him. They hadn't expected their daughter to marry a poor Indian artist. But through it all, Charlotte stood by her husband, supporting him every step of the way. Over 40 years have passed since that moment. Today, Mahanandia is an art teacher and a well-known artist in Sweden. He also serves as an advisor for art and culture to the Swedish government, with his paintings exhibited in major cities around the world. In 2012, Mahanandia received an honorary doctorate from the Utkal University of Culture in Odisha, and the government of Odisha named him the Odia Cultural Ambassador to Sweden. Mahanandia and Charlotte are still happily together. They have 2 children, Emily, a 36-year-old textile economist, and Carl Siddhartha, a 33-year-old helicopter pilot. Their love is as strong as ever. Over the years, they've shared their story in interviews, touching the hearts of people worldwide. Mahanandia's journey proves that love truly has no boundaries. Despite being born into a lower caste, he defied the odds and built a life full of success and love. Their story reminds us all that sometimes following your heart is the greatest adventure of all. So, how do you think love and determination can change the course of someone's life, just like we saw with Kumar and Charlotte? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to channel for more. As always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.